Hi guys, today I will show you how to safely remove the victim of an electrical accident from the accident. First guys, you need to open the circuit between wire and the victim that is grounded, and you need to do that carefully with an dielectric material like a wood pellet or plastic or glass or something dielectric. So you first need to open the circuit so it can be laid down. It was from the pole. You need to remove it, or you need to grab it from the neck, as you can see here. Those are done for under 1000 volt because it's safe to touch by grabbing his clothes, and need to be with gloves, or if you don't have gloves, these clothes need to be dry, as you can see. Even here you can grab it fast, because the quickly you remove from the current, you disconnect from the circuit, increase the probabilities of helping him to live again, because the less the power passes through his body, the less damage done in his body. So you need to cut the wires with this. So guys, you need to cut the wire with this X that is here, but the wires need to be cutted one by one to do not short and do not burn the victim or even yourself. And the load need to be very low in those wires, because you cannot cut a high current wire, because it will expand the explosion of hot metal that will end up in your face. So that's for the panel stuff. Let's go here in upper 1000 volt. So you need to have this hinge. In my language is stang, isolosa, insulated stick. You need to remove the wire, so you need to open the circuit between wire, victim and the ground. So you need to move this wire at least 20 feet away, or 20 meters away, let's say, to do not get contact with the wire U by itself. And you need to move away, and later, by jumping, you need to carefully approach to the victim by sensing with your hand, like, do not touching, but sensing if is there presence of high voltage or not. So if it there more high voltage presence, you need to remove even more further the wire so you can get approached. But be careful, you will sense some spices in your head, because your hand can sense the presence of corona discharge in your skin, or even ionized air near will have a strange metal air like ozone. So this is how it's done. You remove this, and we go in this figure here. This is how to save a guy which is in the pole, in the high voltage tower. This is the respiratory act, the kiss of life, that you can kiss a guy and you should not be a gay because you save his life. As you can see here, he is saving his life. Is the life kiss, as I mentioned before. The procedure to revive the victim is like this: with your hand, left hand, you grab his neck and lay down the head, and the mouth get opened. You turn around the head carefully, but first you have put something under his neck. You don't need to open by force the mouth, because the mouth get open by itself if you do this act here and this act, and you clean the mouth from vomiting stuff or choking stuff, and you can grab his tongue and can save his life. And you later you can do those processes, as you can see here, as I mentioned to you before. And you start to respirate the victim, but you need to use a gauze between mouth because it can have viral transmission, so you need to protect yourself, like the COVID with mask, but you need to use a mask or something between his mouth and your mouth. As you can see carefully, this is for the babies, this is for adults, and this is how it's done. And this is where the heart is placed, and where you need to start taking cardiac massage. So it's like this. By doing respiration, to the kids that are up to 12-year-old, you need to use one hand, and into the babies you need to use just 2 fingers into their heart, because you can put a lot of pressure and you can cause internal bleeding. So this was when you have just yourself to help him, but this here is when you have a companion friend to save the victim. Look how it's done to the babies with 2 fingers. You locate the heart and you press and do respiratory activities until it came back from the dead, so it need to be alive again. Sorry, but my words don't came when I needed. So this is how it's done. One guy do the respiratory and one guy do the cardiac massage, as you can see here. So guys, that was for today. Have a nice day. Don't forget to be safe in your work, on your electronic activities, because voltage and high voltage doesn't forgive you when you make mistakes. They kill you. Well, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Have a nice day, guys.